everybody, that's how it went down tonight. Lakers win. 119-110 tonight. I'm so excited. Danny Green for the 3 to send it to overtime. That's what it sounded like in the building. I was on like pins and needles in my stomach. I didn't know. Man, I was so nervous about the game. It went back and forth. There was so much to talk about this game. I can't wait to get into it. Lakers Talk with Gerald. By the way, everybody, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to talk about this game. I got so much to get into. I'm so hyped about this game. I'm happy. So many feelings going on. At one point in the game, I thought we were going to lose it. We were down by a lot in the first half. All that stuff I'm going to get into. And I'm just excited. I'm sure as much as you guys are, if you watch this game, we showed out. Man, LeBron James showed out in year 17. Anthony Davis did his thing. Danny Green showed his value. Man, we doing it. We're looking like a veteran team. Squad up, everybody. All right, these are the topics that I'm going to talk about today. Topics: Lakers won, of course. Overtime victory. Danny Green sent it to overtime. LeBron James doing LeBron James things in year 17. We're going to get into also LeBron James numbers, man. He did some firsts, made some history tonight. All right. A few things also, a couple notables that I'm going to get into about LeBron James and his stats. That's kind of part of that LeBron James doing LeBron James things. We're going to talk about the first half, the way the Lakers, first half slow starts, and then they kick it in and rev it up in the second half. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Danny Green. We're going to also talk about overtime, and then we're going to get into, at the end, the box score and the stats and see what everybody had. All right, everybody. So the first topic, LeBron James. Okay. All right. So let's get into these records that were set, or at least the historic moment for LeBron James. So LeBron James ended up with 39 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 block shot at 34 years old, 17th year in the NBA. Tell me, who you guys know that does that in their 17th year? You tell me. All right. I'm waiting. I'll give you a few seconds. Yeah, you don't know somebody that does that in year 17 except for LeBron James. Okay? So, Luka Doncic, I'm going to talk about Luka Doncic also had a triple-double. LeBron had a triple-double. Luka Doncic had a triple-double. Luka Doncic had 31 points. He had 16 assists, 14 assists. He had 16 assists and 11 rebounds. But, so he did that at 20 years old. So that was another one of those history things. The biggest year difference with 2 players in the game, both having triple-doubles. So that's the record, meaning it's a 14-year difference. LeBron is 34, Luka's 20. Right now, that is the record. Before that, it was LeBron James. And remember a guy named Lonzo? Yeah, last year. So that's the second one. That was, LeBron was 33, Lonzo was 20, so that's 13-year difference right there. So that set a record. Other people that did it after that, and the third person was, I guess what the year difference was, Magic and Kareem. Magic was, I believe, 22. Kareem was about 34, so that was 12-year difference. And then after that was LeBron, once again, with Ben Simmons in a game. So you see how LeBron showed up in 3 of those 4 stats. Crazy, right? All right, so first half. Man, what's going on with these slow starts? I don't even know. I mean, in the first half, LeBron, you can see he's trying to facilitate. He's trying to involve everybody in offense when he drives to the basket. Instead of being his normal old LeBron, go to the basket, score, dominate, muscle, ball. He's kicking it and facilitating to all these other players, the three-point shooters. And in the first half, we were horrible on our three-point shooting. We really were. Like, we were just missing all these open shots. All these guys we signed. Danny Green was, he didn't have too many shots in the first half, but, guys, so he missed one or two in the first half. You had Troy Daniels missing. You had Avery Bradley missing. You even brought in Quinn Cook for a little bit. None of our shooters were shooting. And I even saw a tweet that somebody said, like, all these great shooters come to LA and then forget how to shoot. And it did seem like that, because in the first half, every time we would get, LeBron would kick out to these open three-pointers and we would just brick it. And then all of a sudden, all these unknown people for Dallas is just hitting dagger after dagger and knocking three-pointers down. And it seemed bad. So at halftime, though, we ended up bringing it to 10 points. And I said to someone, they were talking and giving me, they were giving me crap about the Lakers being down and so bad. And I looked at it like this. I said, look, the Lakers are down by 10 points. I said, we shot horribly from three-point range. We missed all these open shots. And Dallas was getting all these hustle 50-50 plays. Every 50-50 play in the first half, Dallas was getting. Every time they shot it, they would hustle, get the rebound, get second shot opportunities. Lakers weren't getting barely any of those 50-50 plays in the first half. And on top of that, we were missing all those open shots and three-pointers, and we're only down by 3. With all that, Dallas should have been up by 30. To the point being that we were only down by 10 gave me hope. It told me that if the Lakers just shoot half as good as they shot, if they just get half of these 50-50 balls that they're missing right now, we're going to be winning this game. We're going to come back. And I told somebody that. And sure enough, what happened in the third quarter? We came back. We came storming back. Within the first 4 minutes, we had tied the game already. Down by 10. First 4 minutes of the third quarter, we tied the game. And then, sure enough, from there, it was a slugfest going back and forth between Luka Doncic, between Porzingis, between LeBron James, between Anthony Davis, just going back and forth, feeding it to Anthony Davis and him just one-on-one, posting up, scoring, and LeBron James like doing his thing, and then eventually going down, dunking, rebounding, playing defense. Same thing, Anthony Davis. Dwight Howard came in there and played some good defense, played most of the second half. Pretty much LeBron, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis played most of the second half. They were balling out. LeBron James took at least 2 charges in the first half against Luka Doncic. And then the whole game, LeBron James was just playing really good defense, hustling, closing out on three-point shooters, switching, setting good, picks, being that person that will take a charge. That's big. And you're 17. These are the things that Lakers, he got booed about last year and talked really bad about. But you didn't realize that, remember, he pulled that groin December 25th last year, and he was out 17 games. And he came back, and he wasn't 100% even when he came back. And he was still slow. He didn't have that explosiveness when he came back. He even mentioned in the postgame how when he came back, he didn't have his groin was still not quite there, and he didn't have that twitch, that quick reaction that he's used to having. He's got that quickness and that defensive presence, and he just didn't have that quite last year. He wasn't quite back fully 100%, but he came back and played anyway. But everybody was judging him on that. Everybody said he had lost it. Everybody said that he was done with. Everybody said that LeBron James is old and all that stuff. So it was great after the game. He was getting an interview, I believe, by Doris Burke, and she mentioned how last year all the talk and him being injured and what everybody said, and LeBron acknowledged that he heard all the talk. He acknowledged the injury and how that slowed him down. He couldn't be his normal self. He said he heard all the talk and said he was washed. He didn't say those words, but basically he's saying that, look, he's determined to show, look, I got this. I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to show you I can still play defense with the best of them. He said there's no team out there that singles him out on defense to play against because they know he still got that thing on defense. You can't single him out to just try to, go against LeBron James. He's old. He's washed. Try to score against him. No. You do that, next thing you know, you get swatted by LeBron. Or you getting, put in compromises by LeBron because he still has it. He's getting steals. He had 4 steals. He had 1 block. He had at least 2 or so charges, maybe 3. The dude is still nice. At 17 years in the NBA, 34 years old, about to be 35. You tell me, once again, who's doing this in year 17? I need to know. You tell me. I'll wait. I'll listen. Make a comment. I will respond to your comments. Make any comment. I don't care what you say. I will read your comment in entirety, in full. I'll read it out. I will shout out your name. I'll shout out your Twitter handle, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it is. I will shout it out. I will give full name, everything. I will read it out, and then I will respond. And eventually, I'm going to do a live podcast coming up probably next. And I want you guys, I encourage you to call in. I encourage you to call in and tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you're thinking. Anything, good, bad, negative, great about the Lakers, bad about the Lakers. I want to hear it all. I don't care if you're a Celtics fan, Lakers fan, Clippers fan. You can be a Utah fan, whatever fan. Call in, make a comment. You can be on this podcast. You can give me your points. Give it all. I'm ready to respond. I'm going to listen. I'm going to let you say what you got to say, and I'm going to take it into whatever you say into consideration, and I'm going to respond with facts, because that's what I do. I just respond with facts. I talk facts. I take history into account. I take, I'll look up the numbers. I watch the game. I take what I see, and I just tell you what it is. And so, yeah, you let me know who's doing it in year 17. Yeah, our best player, LeBron James, 34 years old. Let's get it, everybody. So, I also want to talk about the second half. The second half seems to be the half that we just turned it on. This whole year, except for the Clipper game, the first game of the year, since then, this whole game, we just we play with the teams. We play with our food in the first half. We just kind of play with you, just look at you like, okay, it's all right. Take some nibbles. You score, we score. We'll let you score, get ahead. But second half, thank you for using all your energy up. Oh, you used all the energy? Oh, we just getting started. Oh, we about to beast on you. Yeah, we the Lakers. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, we about to come back. We about to score on you. We about to beat you in the second half. And that's been what we've been doing in these first 5 games for the most part. And we proved it again tonight. We came back. We were down by 10 at halftime. We were down by 14 or 15 or something like that at most in the first half. We come back in the second half, and we outscored them. We balled out in entirety. Look, we won by 9. That means we outscored them by 19 in the second half. So that goes to show you that our second half is the most dominant we are. That's when we play our best. That when we show what we got. And we do our thing. Lakers, I'm so excited. So this is our first quote unquote road game of the season in Dallas. Our first game of the year was at the Staples Center, but it was a road game, in the books because it was against the Clippers home floor. And so, yeah, tonight was our first game on the road in Dallas. Dallas, these Texas trips usually are not easy for the Lakers. They never have been, even when the Lakers have been good. When they go on these Texas road trips, because usually you play 3 games, 3 Texas teams back to back. In this case, the Lakers are going to play 2 Texas teams back to back, not 2 days back to back as far as days in a row, but back to back as far as games. They play Dallas tonight, and then they're going to play San Antonio on Sunday. So, these games aren't necessarily supposed to be easy. when they first made the schedule, it looked like Dallas was going to be an easy win. But then bring in Porzingis, bring in an improved, already good Luka, and this is not an easy win. Dallas was 3-1 before we faced them tonight. They were beating good teams. They beat Portland. They had beat other teams that were pretty decent, and they had been looking good. I mean, and then San Antonio, who we faced, were 3-1. That they believe they won tonight against Golden State, so they're now 4-1. So they're tied with us. We're 4-1. We face them on Sunday now. That's not going to be a push. That's not going to be an easy win. People counted San Antonio out, said they weren't going to make the playoffs, but sure enough, here they are at 4-1. I don't know why we continue to count San Antonio out. One of the greatest coaches in history, Popovich. They still got great players. They got Aldridge. I mean, man, come on, guys. They got Rudy Gay. They just got good players. They got a lot of good players. We already know that they're balling out for the most part. So I don't know why we counted them out. They're 4-1 right now. Just playing really good ball. And they also have Rozier, if I'm actually saying that right. Not Rozier, I meant DeRozan. They got DeRozan, they got Aldridge, and they also got Patty Mills. Let's not count him out. He's been playing really great ball. I mean, so I don't know why we say they're not going to be a playoff team. They're going to be a playoff team, guys. They're 4-1 now, so we counted them out. Wrong. They're going to be a playoff team, everybody. So the Lakers play Dallas. I believe going to be a playoff team. That's a win. They play San Antonio. They're going to be a playoff team, and that's going to show a lot. If we can go into San Antonio and get that win, that's going to be big. I think the Lakers are really just gaining confidence. They're really growing in camaraderie. They're growing in the way they play. They're learning to play with each other, and they still got a lot to grow and to go. So I think tonight, they gain confidence from this game tonight, and I think when they go to San Antonio, they're going to come out even harder. They're going to come out more enthusiastic, I guess, and they're going to play harder defense. And I think we know that we can come out with this victory in San Antonio. If they just play hard and they put it all, especially with our superstars, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, both just like playing their heart out on defense and playing their butt off. And then we got veteran guys like Danny Green knocking threes down, Avery Bradley playing hard-nosed defense. We got Kyle Kuzma, who's just coming back, that's just getting his feet under him. Scored 9 points tonight, but just seeing that he didn't play that many minutes. He only played like 19 minutes, I think. But I mean, we just got a lot of guys, veteran guys, that are just coming together, and I'm excited about what's to come. Right now, if you look at the standings in the Western Conference, Lakers would be right at the top at 4-1. That is a beautiful sight. It is such a beautiful sight. I love seeing that. I mean, if you think I'm just being funny and exaggerating and making a big ado about nothing, just think about it. We have missed the playoffs for the last 6 years. We have not sniffed the playoffs. We, right now, at a 4-1 start, we have the best start for the Lakers since 2010. That's 9 years, everybody. So it's 9 years since we've done something like this, since we started like this. So don't take my excitement no. I'm excited because we are doing big things. The last time we started like this, guess what? 2010, we won the NBA championship. Yes, hell yes, I'm excited. I am pumped. I am ready. I was at a sports bar tonight. I'm clapping my hands. I'm yelling. People looking around at me because they're having conversations. They're enjoying their dinner. No, the Lakers are on. You're gonna know the Lakers scored. You're gonna know with fast break. You're gonna know we took that lead because I'm making noise in the place. And yeah, of course, I had a few adult beverages. Because that's what you do at a sports bar when you're watching the Lakers and you're watching LeBron James in year 17 do his thing. When you're watching Anthony Davis, 26 years old, scoring 31 points, just balling out. Yes, that's what you do when you see the Lakers come back by 10 points down at halftime to only just hit a three-pointer at the buzzer to send it into overtime. And then you see LeBron James dominating Anthony Davis, and then them coming out with a victory by 9 points in overtime. Yes, that's what you do. You have adult beverages, you celebrate, you cheer, you clap, you make noise, you let everybody know in a sports bar that it's Lakers or die. Yes, that's my take on it, everybody. All right. Yeah, as you can see, I'm excited about my Lakers, and I always have been. And that's if you've been a Lakers fan since you're 12 years old, like I have been, and you watched the Lakers back in the Magic Johnson days, Byron Scott, James Worthy, AC Green, all of them, you would feel the same kind of way. All right. So, all right, everybody. What we're gonna do next? We're gonna get into the stats. We're going to talk about what everybody had. We're going to break it down just so you can have a good understanding. Now, all right, before we do that, let's talk about minutes. This game, LeBron James and Anthony Davis both played the most minutes so far this year, and they needed it tonight. They needed both of them to play a lot of minutes so we can pull out this victory. And it was an extra 5 minutes in overtime. But LeBron James and Anthony Davis both played 43 minutes. Anthony Davis, 15 for 28 field goals. He didn't make any of his three-point attempts. He was 0 for 5. He had 31 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He ended up having 2 blocks and 2 steals. That was really great. LeBron James had 39 points, 16 assists, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 block shot. He was 13 for 23 field goals, 4 of 9 from three-point shooting. So that's actually pretty decent, pretty good actually from three-point shooting. That's over 40-something%. That'll get it done all day. JaVale McGee only played 12 minutes. He wasn't really playing well defensively against Portland and Porzingis and all them, so they ended up bringing Dwight in to play big minutes. But JaVale McGee, 12 minutes, 1 for 1 field goals. He had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block shot, and that's only 12 minutes. Avery Bradley played 39 minutes tonight. He had 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He was 1 for 3 three-point shooting and 5 for 12 field goals, which overall, that was pretty decent, actually. In the game, it seemed like he definitely was hustling. He was guarding Luka Doncic most of the game, which I didn't really know why we were putting him on Luka, because Luka got him by a few inches, and he was making it difficult for Luka, but Luka was still able to score on him for the most part even when he did have to work a little harder to get it, he still was scoring over him somewhat easily. So I was thinking we probably should have put a bigger player, but maybe Bradley is that guy that just makes it difficult for people. All right, so then Danny Green, 34 minutes. He was 5 for 9 field goals, 3 for 6 three-point shooting. He had 14 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and that game-winning three-point shot. Kuzma finally back. He ended up playing 19 minutes. He wasn't necessarily a focal point of the offense. Even when he was in, I thought we would probably run some plays through him, but we did not. He was just kind of running around trying to get open. But even in that 19 minutes, he was 3 for 8 field goals. He did not make any three-pointers tonight. He was 0 for 4. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. And that was pretty much it for him. Daniels played 9 minutes. He had 0 points. He didn't really make a big contribution. He didn't make any field goals. Dwight Howard
played 27 minutes. We talked about he took up those minutes for McGee because he just, I guess, plays better in the offense with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So he only had one field goal attempt, and he made it. He made both his free throws, 2 of 2. So he ended up the night with 4 points. He had 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks tonight. So he had the most blocks on the Lakers. I actually didn't even see any of those blocks. At least I don't remember them. So that's crazy. And his plus minus was a plus 8. So that's the thing with Dwight Howard so far this year. He's doing the little things so far. He's defending. He's making decent rotations, making decent reads, getting blocks, getting rebounds, and he's doing those little things, the 50-50 plays, getting the rebounds, getting turnovers, things like that. Those are things that are making a difference right now, and that's why Dwight Howard is actually pretty valuable this year for the Lakers, unlike the year he played for the Lakers. Even though his numbers, if you go look at his pure numbers when he played for the Lakers back in 2012 or whenever he was with the Lakers, look at his numbers. Yeah, his numbers look better than they are looking right now, but he's more valuable for this Lakers team right now than he was for that Lakers team back then. I'm going to say that again. He's more valuable right now with his low scoring stats, but all those other stats with the blocks and the rebounds and the steals and the 50-50 balls and all that kind of stuff. He's more valuable now with this Lakers team and the makeup they have than he was when he was with Kobe Bryant on that team, even though his stats were better as far as points and rebounds and minutes and all that. Because this is exactly what we need right now. We need his scrappiness. We need his attitude that he's given that's way different than he's used to been. We need his defensive presence. We need him getting those blocks. We need him getting those 50-50 balls. We need him getting those rebounds. And he's doing it. He's playing really well. So, all right, enough about Dwight Howard. All right, Quinn Cook played only 4 minutes. He didn't have any points, didn't really have much of a presence. Caldwell Pope played 21 minutes, 1 of 5 field goals. He had 2 points, 1 turnover, and 1 assist. Then we had Caruso played 16 minutes. He had a pretty good impact. He played. He was 3 for 5 field goals, 1 of 2 from 3-point range. He ended up with 7 points. He had 1 turnover, 2 rebounds, didn't have any steals, didn't have any assists. He had 1 nice dunk. Finally, everybody I kept seeing on Twitter, everybody been waiting for Caruso to just dunk on somebody because he showed that last year how he dunked on some people, and everybody's thinking he's the heir apparent to Michael Jordan in the dunk contest. So I think the last game he got a steal and a breakaway dunk, and it wasn't over anybody. So this game he finally went in, drove to the basket, and just dunked on somebody. And you saw even the Dallas players go, "Whoa, shoot! I had no idea he had that in him." And they had some. You go watch some highlights. They show like the crowd, like holding, like, "Oh, Dallas crowd, like, what the heck just happened? Who the heck is this dude? This white dude, Alex Caruso, out of nowhere, that no name, that nobody know, that just subbed in for the Lakers, drove to the basket, and just dunked it on one of their players." They didn't see it coming, but yes, we already knew he had that in his bag. Everybody, that's Alex Caruso. And that's going to do it for the stats. That's going to do it for the box score. I'm not going to talk about Dallas's box score. I talked enough about Luka and what he had. If you like them, go look it up for yourself. This is not Dallas talk. This is Lakers talk. And it's with Gerald. This is episode number 75. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, make comments. Go ahead and subscribe to my podcast, whether it be on Spotify, whether it be on iTunes, whether it be on wherever you listen to your podcast at. Go ahead and subscribe. Make comments. If you want to see what I look like or listen to me, you can go ahead and go to YouTube and Google Lakers Talk with Gerald, and you'll see some of the videos that I did earlier this year. You'll see, and you can listen to my podcast there also. So thank you guys once again. Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 75. 25 more to go to get to 100. And that's going to do it. I'm officially out.